Hello everyone and welcome back to Law Logical. If you're new here, this is your go-to channel for all things legal. We deliver insightful content every week to help you navigate the complexities of the law. Today, we're diving into an important legal topic that affects many people in India, the power of attorney. Whether you're dealing with property transactions, financial matters, or simply planning for the future, understanding power of attorney is crucial. So, let's get started. In India, the power of attorney, or POA, is a legal document that allows one person, known as the principal, to appoint another person, called the agent or attorney, to act on their behalf. This can be for various purposes, including financial, legal, and property-related matters. The POA is governed by the Powers of Attorney Act, 1882, and other relevant laws. Let's break down the different types of power of attorney you might come across. A GPA grants broad powers to the agent to act on behalf of the principal in various matters, except those that require specific authorization. It's commonly used for managing financial transactions, property dealings, and other general affairs. Special power of attorney, or SPA, is limited to specific acts or transactions. The agent's authority is confined to the tasks explicitly mentioned in the document. This is often used for particular transactions like selling a property or managing a specific business operation. A durable power of attorney remains effective even if the principal becomes incapacitated. It's particularly useful for long-term planning, ensuring that the principal's affairs are managed even if they are unable to make decisions. A non-durable power of attorney is valid only as long as the principal is competent. It becomes void if the principal becomes incapacitated. It's typically used for temporary or short-term needs. Now, let's talk about the legal framework that governs power of attorney in India. The Powers of Attorney Act, 1882, provides the legal foundation for POA in India. Key provisions include: Section 1A defines the term power of attorney. Section 2 outlines the execution of POA. Section 3 details the powers conferred by a POA. Section 4 discusses the revocation of POA. Additionally, the Indian Contract Act, 1872, and the Registration Act, 1908, play significant roles in the execution and enforcement of POA. For a POA to be legally valid, it must be executed and, in some cases, registered. Here's how the process works. The POA must be drafted clearly, specifying the powers granted to the agent. It should include the names and addresses of the principal and the agent, along with the date of execution. The POA must be stamped according to the Stamp Act applicable in the respective state. The principal must sign the POA in the presence of witnesses. The witnesses must also sign the document. While not mandatory for all POAs, registration is required for POAs related to immovable property transactions. The POA must be registered with the sub-registrar's office. A POA can be revoked by the principal at any time, provided the revocation is communicated to the agent and any third parties involved. Revocation can occur in the following ways. The principal explicitly revokes the POA through a written document. Occurs when the principal performs an act that is inconsistent with the authority granted to the agent. The POA is automatically revoked upon the death, insanity, or bankruptcy of the principal. Now, let's discuss a recent Supreme Court verdict that has significant implications for the validity and use of power of attorney in India. In the case of Nachimuthu versus deceased respondent, the Supreme Court held that any action taken pursuant to an invalid power of attorney cannot be held as valid. The plaintiffs, who were illiterate, had executed a power of attorney in favor of the respondent to develop and sell their land. However, the respondent allegedly took advantage of their illiteracy and added unauthorized clauses to the power of attorney, leading to the sale of the land to his relatives. The Supreme Court made several important observations in this case. The court reiterated that a power of attorney must be executed with full understanding and consent of the principal. Any power of attorney found to be executed under duress, fraud, or misrepresentation is invalid. The court held that any actions taken under an invalid power of attorney are also invalid. This includes transactions, agreements, and any legal acts performed by the agent. The court highlighted the role of the judiciary in protecting the rights of vulnerable individuals, such as the illiterate or those lacking legal knowledge. It stressed the importance of scrutinizing powers of attorney to ensure they are not exploited. The judgment has significant implications for property transactions, where powers of attorney are commonly used. It underscores the need for due diligence and verification of powers of attorney before proceeding with any transaction. The Supreme Court's verdict has far-reaching implications for the use of power of attorney in India. Here are some key takeaways. Individuals and entities must exercise due diligence when dealing with powers of attorney. Verification of the authenticity and validity of the power of attorney is crucial to avoid legal complications. The judgment reinforces the need for legal safeguards to protect the interests of principals, especially those who are vulnerable. Legal professionals must ensure that powers of attorney are executed with full understanding and consent. There is a need for increased awareness and education about the legal implications of power of attorney. Individuals must be informed about their rights and the potential risks associated with granting a power of attorney. The judiciary must continue to scrutinize powers of attorney to prevent misuse and exploitation. Courts should ensure that powers of attorney are executed in compliance with legal requirements and with the principal's best interests in mind. In conclusion, the power of attorney is a powerful legal tool that facilitates the delegation of authority for various purposes. However, its misuse can lead to significant legal disputes and complications. The recent Supreme Court verdict serves as a reminder of the importance of executing powers of attorney with full understanding and consent, and the need for due diligence in verifying their validity. By understanding the legal framework, execution process, and implications of power of attorney, individuals can make informed decisions and protect their interests. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe to Law Logical for weekly informative content. And if you have any questions or topics you'd like us to cover, comment below. Until next time, stay informed and stay safe.